Everybody, good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Thursday morning. We are just 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving. It's hard to believe. We've got a nice stretch of weather still ahead of us here as we approach the middle part of November. Here as we take a look at things right now, we've got some exiting clouds to the southeast. They'll move on out. Outside of just a couple of clouds passing through, we should see plenty of sun today. There's going to be a surface trough by the end of the afternoon right about here. So that's going to move southeastward, maybe a couple of clouds with that. We'll also see a wind shift. So kind of starting off the day, a west and southwest wind that will turn northwesterly, and it will get a little bit breezy. So I'll back this up so you can look at the winds one more time. In kind of a west-southwest wind that does get quite breezy. We'll see winds gusting up to around 25 miles per hour. You can see the surface trough just north of the Tri-Cities by 1 o'clock. Moving through, and that's when the winds will shift later in the day here. Well, as we go through tonight, then we'll see the winds calm down as high pressure builds in. A clear and light wind kind of a night, which means a good recipe for a cold night ahead. It's going to be another cold night tonight into tomorrow morning. But we do get some recovery thanks to southerly winds. They won't be terribly strong, but a little on the breezy side. That'll help to warm things up a bit on your Friday. Friday night, a little bit of an increase in clouds. As our next disturbance approaches, we'll see a few extra clouds pass through on Saturday. There is a small chance of rain, kind of watching these areas right in here for the best chance. Sprinkles, very light rain. It won't be much, though. And the winds will pick up on Saturday. They'll be out of the south and southwest. So during the day on Saturday, we'll see those winds start to crank up a bit out of that direction right in here. They'll be at about 15 to 25 miles per hour, some gusts up to 35 during the day on Saturday. But how about today? Well, today's high temperatures ranging from the upper 40s and lower 50s here to the northwest to as warm as the lower 60s in the south and east, maybe even mid 60s in Lincoln. We'll shoot for about 60 in the Tri-Cities area. Tonight's temperatures, though, colder than this morning for most of us. We're down into the 20s tonight. A lot of low and mid 20s, in fact, a few upper 20s. So it's going to be pretty cold out there tonight, well below freezing. But then a little bit of recovery tomorrow, back to the 50s and lower 60s. This time your warmest temperatures will be in the southwest, coolest temperatures in the northeast. Tomorrow night, not as cold. A couple of 20s out west, but most of us will see lows in the 30s, and most of us will stay above freezing for tomorrow night into Saturday morning. Now, Saturday itself, despite a few extra clouds around, we're still actually going to warm up a few degrees thanks to those stronger south and southwest winds. We'll see highs upper 50s, lower 60s, maybe even mid 60s towards the McCook area there in the southwest. We're going to start to see even warmer temperatures down the road. So let's take a look at that 3-day forecast right there. A lot of sunshine the next couple of days, a little breezy today. Cool but decent temperatures above average. Our average high today, by the way, is 54 in all three of the Tri-Cities. So we're going to be above average the next 3 days. Cold tonight, though, not as cold Friday night into Saturday morning. And that means good news for those that are heading to area high school semifinal playoff games Friday evening as well. We got all those playoffs. I think there's like 5 or 6 local teams around the area playing Friday evening. Veterans Day on Saturday, winds will pick up. Small chance of rain. I don't think it'll be much. So if you have outdoor plans, maybe heading to the Husker football game, I don't think the rain's going to be an issue at all. The winds, they will kind of be an issue, though. The winds will be blowing gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Looking down the road into next week, we do see a nice little warming trend. Notice the lows are warmer, the highs are warmer. Mid to upper 60s to right around 70 degrees, a little on the breezy side on Monday and Tuesday. We'll see a decent amount of sun all of those days there. It does look like after about Thursday, though, a cold front could come in at the end of next week and drop our temperatures down towards Friday and Saturday of next week. So let's take a look, and that looks like kind of a temporary and short-term cool down, and we're still even above average there as we look towards the 17th and 18th of November. Now, as we look at that time frame and go into the early 20s, so the days before Thanksgiving, so the November 16th through 22nd time frame, the Climate Prediction Center's outlook keeps us looking well above average. Most of the country outside of the southwest and the west will be well above average as we look towards the days leading up to Thanksgiving. I believe Thanksgiving is the 23rd. Let me check and make sure I have that right. Yeah, 23rd is Thanksgiving. So the days leading up to Thanksgiving do look to be above average. I'm not agreeing with their outlook for precipitation, though. They have above average precipitation for most of the country, in fact. Maybe we get some moisture. There are some models hinting at a system coming in around the day before Thanksgiving, which is the 22nd. But outside of that, I'm not seeing much. So our chances of moisture aren't nearly as high as what the Climate Prediction Center is outlooking. I don't know what they're looking at that's different than me, but I would disagree with that graphic right there. In fact, I'll show you some of the long-range models. We don't have much in store these next few days. Here comes I'll show you the Saturday small chance right here. Southeastern areas, Tri-Cities on the edge of it, some sprinkles, some light rain in the afternoon. I don't think it'll be much at all and then it's mostly dry into next week. As we look towards the end of next week, I'll take you to about that Thursday, Friday time frame. It's that Friday time frame where we see that cold front make its way in. This model's got a little rain coming in. Most of the moisture, though, staying well to our southwest. The cold front will probably be right in this vicinity right here. But again, it's a long ways out. This is Friday night, so it'll move through. So we'll be cooling down as we get towards the very end of next week. The GFS model, not a lot of big differences. Again, Saturday, there's the minimal moisture right there. Again, it's not much. I'm not that concerned about it. Beyond that, not much next week until we get towards the end of next week. A few extra clouds maybe at times here, but as we get towards that Thursday, Friday time frame, cold front's going to be coming through probably right there early Friday. Well, we'll back it up. Right about Friday morning is the timing currently, but again, this is a ways out yet. This could change. Very little moisture, though, with that front until it gets past us. So this is why I'm not really taking that Climate Prediction Center's outlook into consideration right now. I just don't see a whole lot coming in anytime soon. One more graphic here. Here is the temperature trends. Again, cooler but not bad these next couple of days. Tomorrow might be pretty decent. And then again, Saturday's warming up. Sunday getting even warmer yet as we get that warming trend into next week. There it is right there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday looking good. And then here comes that cooler air as we get towards next Friday and Saturday. But it looks like a temporary cool down. We may warm right back up by that following Sunday, the Sunday before Thanksgiving here. So there isn't a lot of brutally cold air in place coming anytime soon. That's good news. I'm hoping it stays that way leading up to Thanksgiving and into that weekend as well, but that's a long ways out yet. Like I said, there are some signs of maybe a possible storm system coming in just before or around the Thanksgiving time frame here. So something that we'll have to keep an eye on down the road. Well, that's all I have for you for today. So I want to thank you all for watching on this Thursday. I'll be back with you all on Friday to give you one final forecast for this week, and then we'll look forward to the weekend. Otherwise, I will wish you all a wonderful day. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you all again on Friday. Take care, and God bless.